Sales calls. Hey, how are ya? What you doing? Something that so many of my clients, when we start working together, are frustrated over, are just ready to throw in the towel over, and they're just like, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I won't do it." And you can do it. You absolutely can do it. So let's talk about the sales calls mistakes that you're probably making and then how to fix them. So let's dive in. All right, sales calls. Sales calls can be overly intimidating and they don't have to be. Today, we're going to talk about the 4 ways that you can avoid making these specific mistakes on your sales calls so that you can land more clients with each call that you make. Number one thing that you're probably doing is not setting the stage, not standing out as the expert the minute that you get on this call. Calls can be really good, but if you let them get out of hand, they will spiral really quickly. So, what do I mean by setting the stage? So, when you jump on your phone call and you're like, hey, I am really excited to get on this call. And then oftentimes you start to go into just like this ramble, right? You want to get to know them, you want to get to, see who they are and what they want, and blah, blah, blah. But you really need to make sure that you do this specific step when you jump on a sales call. You need to make sure that you are standing out as the expert from the get go, that you can take control of the conversation. So instead of getting on and saying, hey, I'm so excited, what I want you to do is I want you to say these specific things. Hey, I'm really excited to get on this call with you today. And I'm really excited to learn more about you. But I want to make sure that we are on this call because you're interested in learning more about what it's going to look like when we work together. Is that right? When you start off the conversation like that, you're going to take the reins because some people will book a sales call and think it's a free coaching session or a free training or something like that. So if they instantly, they're like, ooh, to work together? No, that's not what I thought it was. You can wrap up that call more quickly. It's not going to be a waste of your time or their time, and it is not rude to end that call because they're not there for a sales call. Okay. Again, that's not wasting your time. It's not wasting their time. It's being very respectful of both of your time. If they are not there for a sales call, that needs to be an end. Now, if you're doing this right, you would have prerequisites or a form that they would fill out prior to jumping on a call. So this should weed out most who aren't necessarily looking to invest in your services. So whether you're a Pinterest manager or a web designer or a coach or a VA or whatever it is that you offer, right? You should be weeding out those people before you get on a sales call with them. But if some chance they slide through, this first sentence is going to knock it out right then and there. You're going to just kick it all to the curb. You're also going to take control of that conversation by saying you are excited to talk to them because you should be. You should be really excited. And you really do genuinely want to learn more about their business, but you want to make it very clear that at the end of the call, you're going to be talking about working together. A contract will be considered and discussed, and money should be exchanged, right? So you're taking control of that conversation right up front. Number two, hoping they like you. Big mistake. Big mistake. Should your ideal clients like you? To a level, but you're not on a sales call in hopes that they will like you. You're on this sales call because you need to make sure that you like them. This is somebody that you are going to have to work with for a period of time, whether it's, a month, 2 months, 90 days, 6 months, a year. You have to make sure that you like them. This is your business. This is your call. This is your potential client. Do you like them? Within the first 2 minutes of being on a sales call, if I'm not vibing with you, I'm going to quickly end that call. We're not going to work together. Even if you're like, please, 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 please. If I don't think we're a good fit, we're done. And there's nothing wrong with that. You are not, let me say this very clearly, you are not meant to work with everybody, and that's okay. You can walk away, and that's okay. It's going to help your business, it's going to help you mentally, it's going to help you emotionally. You are not there to make sure they like you. That comes. That comes. If you're a good fit, that's absolutely something that's going to happen. What you're doing on your sales calls is you're making sure that you like this person because you have to work with them for a period of time. So when you're on a sales call, you don't want to make sure that you're being the most likable. You want to make sure that you like who they are, what they stand for, what their business is, and that you can help them the best. All right, number 3 mistake that you're probably making, talking more than you're listening. We do this a lot when we're brand new to sales calls. We just talk, 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 because we're so nervous. We just talk, 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 talk. We got verbal diarrhea going. We cannot make it stop. The art of listening is something that comes with practice, but you want to make sure that you are doing the majority of the listening on this call because you want to make sure that they are telling you about them, that they're telling you about their problems, so that you can formulate a plan to solve that problem. You are there, after all, to solve their problem. Otherwise, what do they need you for? So, you want to make sure that you are doing a majority of the listening and not the majority of the talking. Number 4, don't read specifically from a script. You can tell when somebody is reading from a script. Now, I love scripts. I do. I love notes. I love being able to take from bullet points so that I don't forget something because I am a mom and I forget so very easily. I couldn't do lives or trainings or courses or even a sales call without a script. However, I don't read from it. I'm not reading every little word. I might be sitting here with sticky notes. Well, I'm not going to show you the one that this is the last video I did. I sit here and I put a sticky note on my thing, and every once in a while I'll glance over and I'll look for it and I'll just read super quick what I'm supposed to be doing, and then I go from there. You should go into your sales calls with a general idea of what you're going to be talking about, what your next move will be. If you need a script for your sales call, there's nothing wrong with that. If you need a perfect script for your sales calls, I have one in the Business Builders bundle. You can check that out here. The link for that is below. My $1 million earning script. I'm going to give it to you, and it's completely customizable. But what I don't want you doing is going and being like, and today we're going to talk about how to do this. And then when we are done, we can go over. You're not a robot. You're not a robot. Be a person. Go ahead, if you need to, read through it before you get on your sales call. Kind of pump yourself up, put on some fun music, but know what you're going to say next before you say it, before you read it, so that you're not reading like a robot from a script. It is also going to help you stand out because you are going to come off more confident. You are going to sound as if you know what you're talking about, and you do. You absolutely freaking do. It's just that sometimes we all need a little guidance and we all need a little pinpoint here and there, and that is okay. I'm not telling you you cannot absolutely have a script. I still, 8 years later, have a script that I use. It helps keep me on track, on time, and the conversation flowing. Because once I get to know you and I really enjoy talking to you, the conversation could take a while. And that's not me doing the majority of the talking. I do a majority of the listening, but I love to hear more and more and more and more and more. Okay. So even to this point, I still use a script very, very loosely, but I do still stick to the script so that I know that I am hitting specific points throughout the conversation so that I do not miss anything. I even, when I am recording videos, all right, I'll show you mine. I even put what I'm gonna say, promote, share on my sticky notes when I'm talking, and now I have a piece of tape. So you can absolutely have a script. You just cannot read directly from it because you do not want to sound robotic. So sales calls, mistakes that you're probably making and how you're going to fix them. First and foremost, you're going to grab yourself a seat in the Business Builders bundle and you're going to eliminate all the fears and guesswork because I'm going to give you my $1 million script inside the Business Builders bundle. But the 4 things that you're probably doing and I want you to fix, number 1, not setting yourself up as an expert. Go ahead, out the gate, say that sentence that we talked about earlier. And I want you to take control of that conversation right off the bat. Number 2, hoping they like you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to like them. They could love you, but if you don't really like them, you're gonna be like, I don't think so. All right, fine. And it's not gonna be the best fit. Okay. You need to be able to like them. This is not a likability contest. This is business. You will eventually like them. They will eventually like you. But out the gate, you need to be able to make sure that you like this person that you're on a phone call with. Number 3, talking more than you're listening. This comes with practice, but you need to make sure that you are listening during the conversation and not overwhelming them. And then number 4, don't read from the script. Have the script, utilize the script, but don't read from the script. That's it. You're going to have an amazing next sales call. I know it. And when you do, I want you to tell me below how that sales call went. Or if you have like an atrocious bombed sales call experience, please tell us. We love to hear these. I will see you guys right back here next Monday. Bye.